Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking. Like, it's been a very long time. Oh my god, even doing this video alone, like, I've been preparing for this video for days, for weeks. I keep asking myself, when am I going to actually come online to talk to you guys? I've really missed everyone, and thank you to everyone that reached out. A lot of people sent me DMs on Instagram. Some people even chatted me on WhatsApp. I was like, Kigali Mama, what happened? We've not heard from you for a very long time. Like, sometimes we just need this break, right? So I'm here to answer all your questions. So it's been 1 year living in Rwanda, and truly this is the longest time I've stayed outside my home country. It's been a whole year, and a lot of you have questions for me. I'm here to answer those questions. Okay, so let's dive right into the video. But first, if you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the best time for you to hit that subscribe button, be part of the family, and let's be friends. Okay, you want to be friends with this lady. So subscribe to the channel. So yeah, somebody asked me one question I want to dive right into. Is someone asking me about schools for their children? How has it been, okay, living with a child? My child is 4 years right now, and someone asked how has it been staying with her in a country that is not, of course, my country, okay, and not popularly known for English speaking country, okay. Yeah, because they just started speaking, made English an official language few years ago, so not a lot of people quite kind of understand English. So people keep asking about schools, about how we've been managing and all of that. And I've received this question a lot of times, okay. In fact, a lot of people ask me this particular question, and I'm here to answer you. So for school, for the past 1 year, it's really not been funny, okay. So the first school we actually put our daughter in was there were not a lot of international people in that school, okay. I actually asked them questions from day one. Do you guys have people from another country that is not just Rwandese? Okay, do you have like maybe Kenyans, Ugandans, Nigerians, people from other parts of Africa that actually attend this school? And they were like, yeah, we actually have some pupils from Nigeria, we have Uganda, and we have Kenya. So when my daughter resumed the school, we noticed that her English kind of twisted a bit. So she started having some local tongues, which we didn't want at the time, because we wanted her English to be really clean, okay, because it has always been clean. And yeah, cartoons help kids a lot. Let me just not lie to you. It's not my making. I just found the girl speaking some kind of English that she got an accent that I really love, okay. So when she come back home and start speaking some kind of English, I'm like, okay, I think it's high time we change your school. So I also kind of interacted with her class teacher, and I discovered that no, this was not the right place for her at the time. And she also made recommendations about like, okay, why don't you look for an international school or schools that has like more of international people and put her in. This candidate is not for us. The teacher told me, and that was when I made the decision. I'm like, okay, I think we need to change school. So we changed to another school. Currently, she attends a school that has like combination of people from different countries: Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Indians, like a lot of people, even Nigerians. They have a lot of people in their class, and I must confess, the school has been doing amazingly well. She can do a lot of things right now that she wasn't able to do at the time when she started school. So don't forget that all this while we've been traveling, I've been homeschooling her, right? So we've not really had the one-on-one classroom teaching for her. So coming here was the first time she had to attend a classroom, yeah. So yeah, so it was really kind of tough for us to choose a school, but finally we got a school that at least she can finish her nursery school in that school before we decide to like, okay, which other school do we put her in? So schools is not actually a problem, but you need to really calm down to decide on what school that you want your child to attend, okay. So the international schools, they might be quite expensive, that's the truth, okay, but they're also like national schools, also private schools that do not have lots of international candidates in it, probably just because of one thing or the other, okay. So people just like the word international, especially when you're coming from outside, you want to put your child in an international school. So yeah. So yeah, that schools like that, okay. So I don't think school should be a problem, especially for a child. There are a lot of schools, but just be just have a huge budget, okay, especially if you want your child to attend like international school, Cambridge schools, some British schools, and all of that. There are a lot of them here, but they can be a bit pricey, okay. Schools is not a problem. So for your toddler, for your children who are in nursery and primary school, I don't think that should be a problem because there are schools, okay. The second question was coming from someone who asked me about university education for their child. So apparently they have like a grown-up child and a toddler as well. So now for a university education, I've also mentioned this in this channel, that there are schools, there are universities that your child can attend, okay, when they come in, okay. You can decide to get admission for them while they are while they are still in your country, or your home country, or the country of your residence that you wish to migrate from, okay. So yeah, that schools, there are a lot of universities here, depending on the courses, and the fees also differs, okay, also depending on the courses. So you can just check out universities in Rwanda, just check out different schools that you can look for, okay. Then it's not just in Kigali that we have universities, we have universities outside of the Kigali district. You can also go into other places and find universities, okay. So yeah, so search for universities in Rwanda, and also look at what international student has to say about that school. So reviews are very important. Then also look at the budget, look at your budget and the price, the school fees range of the school, and see if it's what you can afford per term. And also look at the courses that your child wish to study, okay. I've also made that known that for student who wants to study hospitality, it's quite easy finding in university, seriously, than people who wants to study like other courses, international relations and all. Not like you can't find, but you just have to make a little bit of research. Okay, so yeah, university is not a problem. You can decide to come in first, okay, before searching for that uni for your child, or you decide to, okay, apply online, okay. Some of them will just tell you what to do. There are always emails for you to reach out to them. There are phone numbers you can call. So just go to their website directly and make your research. Okay, so someone asked me about food. I laughed when I saw this comment, and the person said, how do you manage food, okay, for the past 1 year? Okay, I've traveled to some countries. According to this person, he said he has traveled to some countries where he has to carry his own food stuff all the way from Nigeria. So let me just tell you, okay, when you go to Rome, you have to learn to live like Romans. That's the truth, okay? Especially when you're on a budget and you don't want to spend a lot of money. Even when you want to spend money, seriously, you just need to learn how to eat one or two from the locals, okay? That's the only way you can really say, okay, this is how these people are. This is how these people are. This is their culture. You can't talk about a people's culture without talking about their food. So I personally have tried the zombie, which is majorly part or one of the food that they really eat in this country. So I've actually tried, and it's made from cassava leaves, yeah, guys. And back home I don't eat cassava leaves. I've never eaten cassava leaves, so it was a soup that they had to make swallow for us to eat with, okay. And I had to test it and see what it looks like. Trust me, it was great, it was nice. Yeah, but for the fact that I'm coming from a place where we don't eat cassava leaves, and I needed to make content for that Isombe because it was a client I needed to shoot content for, and I needed to advertise the food, of course, that they have that particular food in the restaurant. So I didn't have any other choice than to eat the food, and trust me, it was amazing. So if you come into a country, try their food, try their local food, and trust me, what will be so expensive for you will be you trying your own food, because those are the things that are really expensive, because you have to import those things, or you go to a supermarket where those things are being imported, okay. As a Nigerian living in Rwanda, the truth is that food can quite be expensive because we are used to a particular set kind of food, okay. The egusi or bono, all those kind of soup, all those kind of food, and you don't want to miss them for anything. Like, you just want to feel the vibe of home, and food is one of those things that keep reminding you of home, right? So yeah, trust me, food it's not been easy, okay. But I've gotten used to eating everything I eat with potatoes. Yeah, they love a lot of potatoes here. So I'm eating rice, there's potato. I'm eating beans, there's potato. I'm eating, oh my god. So potatoes, I've gotten used to it. I've gotten used to eating like a lot of rice. Just make rice in different forms, and we're good to go. Okay. Then they also have cocoyam here, because we also have cocoyam back home in Nigeria. So there are different species of cocoyam. So there's this particular big one that literally looks like yam. It's kind of sweet. Okay. Yeah. So I started eating that type of food, that particular cocoyam. Okay, because it cannot replace yam for me. Yam here is from 15K upward, like normal Nigerian yam. So you don't expect me to spend that kind of money every other time. I didn't say I don't buy it, but I'm just saying that I don't buy it often. Okay, so yeah, food, we just have to learn how to adapt. Okay, because the local food are quite cheaper than the food that we bring back from home, because those will have to import them and we have to buy it from them. So yeah, food, I know what you mean. Okay, this person asked me about accommodation. How many places have I lived in since I came into Rwanda? Okay, you guys already know. Okay, when I was in Kenya, I lived in different places. When I went to Uganda, I also lived in different places. And this is because I really wanted to try out different neighborhood. And trust me, I love the fact that houses are paid monthly, right? So you needed to just try a different neighborhood. You can't just sit in one neighborhood and just like, okay, let's wait for the next one year. No, cut that. So I've actually lived in some neighborhood, but not a lot. Okay, let's just say I've stayed in three different places so far. Yeah, my 1 year has been quite beautiful of me trying to explore different places. Yeah. So yeah, housing, it depends on the number of your family. Yeah. So if you are a single person, I don't see the reason why you're needing a 3 bedroom flat, for God's sake, except you want to use it for business. Maybe you want to start up an Airbnb. Maybe that's why you're renting like a 3 or 4 bedroom. But trust me, if you are just someone who is just a single person and you just want to leave you alone, I think maybe a shared apartment, or if you like your privacy, just a 1 bedroom or a self-contained, like a studio room that's fully furnished will just do. Trust me. But like a family unit of 2 or 3, then you might be needing a 2 bedroom flat, okay, because of the kids. Yeah, so housing depends on the location, the location and the quality of the house. Trust me, it's just these two things. And where the house, yeah, location, quality. So if it's an old building, the pricing might be lower. Then if it's a new building, trust me, the prices are high, because the cost of building houses also on the high side. Then also depend on the location. So if you're renting houses, like let's say very far from town, trust me, to be a bit lesser, maybe Bukasera, Yamata, houses are quite cheaper there than living in town in Kibagabaga, Nyarutarama, and Kachiru, all of those places. But trust me, you can also find affordable houses in those kind of areas, but it depends on your agent and your budget. So just tell them, this is my budget and this is the kind of thing I need. And trust me, they're going to look for something like that for you if it's possible. But don't come looking for 50K housing per month. Trust me, you won't find. I've gotten a lot of message from people. Yeah, trust me, you can't find. Except you want to, I don't know. I've not seen. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. I've not seen. Okay, so another question I got is transportation. So transportation has never been a problem for me here. It hasn't. Yeah, it hasn't been a problem for me at all, because there are just different ways you can transport yourself. So if you're carrying a lot of loads and maybe you went to the market and you have a lot of things and the motorbikes can't carry them, you can just use a taxi. And there are different taxis here, like I mentioned, Move and Yego. This is not a promotional video in any way, but these are the taxis I actually use here. So you can use either of them. And there's also the bus yeah, means of transportation, where you get a card, is a bus. Yeah, you get your card where you can use it to tap in and of course come pay for your transportation. So that's another good means of transportation, and it's quite cheaper. Then you have the motorbikes. Okay, motorbikes are kind of random. There's nobody that can come here, especially as a tourist, and say you cannot try the motorbikes, because they kind of save you time and they save you a lot of things. Okay, so when you're trying to meet up with an appointment and there's traffic on the road, trust me, you want to park your car if you have a car, or just pick up a motorbike. They're everywhere, and it's quite safe because you just have to wear your helmet to wherever you're going to. So yeah, those are means of transportation you can actually apply when you come into the country. So transportation is not a problem for me. I've never had problem with transportation. Okay, the only problem I might have is maybe I have to pay a lot of money when using taxis, because I have to travel. Maybe I have to go with Elora and my husband and myself. Yeah, so that might just be the only itch because let's say it's cold or it's raining, you don't need a bike. Okay, you just need to use a taxi, and especially when the place you're going to is very important. So yeah, that's it. So for me, I'm going to do a separate video of what I think about living in Rwanda for the past 1 year. I'm just going to do a separate video and all the things I've actually experienced. Okay, the do's and don'ts and the likes and dislikes. I know you guys want to hear that, but I'm going to do a separate video on that. So today, just answering your questions for the past 1 year, what I think and what I see and all of that. Thank you so much for sending those messages. Okay, you can also keep sending. Okay, whenever I have time and I have a lot of them, trust me to answer them when to come live and answer them. I don't want this video to be so long, so I'm just going to end it here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the best time for you to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let's be friends, okay? Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. Was it a TED Talk? Whatever it is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and see you on my next video. So for now, I have to say goodbye.